Friends, welcome back to the channel. This decode is going to be really fun and very just absolutely ridiculous. So let's just jump into it because I don't want it to be too long. So before I do that, I just want to mention another YouTuber that I really started to follow. Now this whole video is about Elvis, and there's another YouTuber that I want to make sure I give credit, Jurassic Liars on YouTube. Okay, spell his name Jew Rassic Liars. All right. And he's been on the Elvis topic for years, but for me, he's led me to a lot of these discoveries. So I'm not going to forget to mention him for helping me find a lot of this info. But basically what I did is just take what he taught and I connected all the dots of why all these people are dying the last couple of days. And it's all connected to Elvis Presley. So let me just jump right into it. So the first thing we need to know here is that Elvis Presley was famous for having a catchphrase called taking care of business, which he abbreviated with the initials TCB. And the symbol was up there at the top, guys. It's with the C on the top, though. But at any rate, these letters, if you turn them to numbers, because C is the second or the third, T is the 20th, and B is the second, and you reduce the T down to a 2 because 2 plus 0 is 2, well, that means that these three letters, especially in the symbol, are the numbers 322, okay? And I'm going to prove that that's exactly what they stand for because I'm going to show you throughout this whole decode that the number 322 or the number 223, like we're in the year 2023, all right? So anyways, let's move on. So if that wasn't enough, guys, that the initials for his favorite catchphrase were 322, notice that the whole phrase itself, taking care of business, equals 322. And Elvis was known as the king of rock and roll, and that also equals 322. As a matter of fact, it's got a 2-cipher match. It's got 218 and 322. Again, not a coincidence here, as I'm going to show you throughout this whole decode. So we all know, most of us know that have been, digging into the esoteric and the secret societies. This 322 is an important number because this is the number of the Brotherhood of Death out of Yale University called Skull and Bones. And they, as you can see, this is their symbol with the 322 and the skull and crossbones. And remember, guys, this is the year 2023, which is 223, the reverse of Skull and Bones, 322. And notice that Elvis's symbol has a lightning strike in it, or a lightning bolt. And it's not a coincidence, I don't believe, that lightning strike equals 223. Okay. And I just told you the three letters in TCB can be broken down to 223 or 322, all right? And again, we're in the year 2023. And if that wasn't enough, skull and crossbones itself, if you type it out, equals 223, and that's the symbol for skull and bones. Okay? Now, this is the first part in the timeline of all these deaths that have been happening. So, I just told you that Elvis just turned 88 on January 8th, and 2 days after that, Elvis won an award. And not obviously the real Elvis, but the guy who played Elvis in the movie last year on June 24th, his name is Austin Butler, and he won a Golden Globe for playing Elvis. Of course he did, 2 days after Elvis's birthday. But Austin Butler, sorry about that, guys. Austin Butler is again tied to the skull and bones because from his birthday last year to today, when I'm making this video, January 13th, is 149 days. This goes back to the lightning bolt in Elvis's symbol, taking care of business, the TCB with the lightning bolt. Notice that lightning bolt equals 149 and skull and bones equals 149. Okay? But that's not it, guys. Austin Butler equals 322. And this is going to be a common theme throughout this whole decode of all these people. Of course he equals 322 when Elvis is, I just showed you that Elvis the king of rock and roll equals 322, taking care of business 322. The initials TCB are the numbers 322. It's just all over the place, So now, if that wasn't enough, one day after Austin Butler wins the award for playing Elvis, another famous rock star guitarist named Jeff Beck, he dies, okay? And the last album that Jeff Beck put out was a collaboration with the actor Johnny Depp, and the album was called 18. And it's not a coincidence that they called it 18, because Elvis was born on January 8th, which could be said 1-8 or 18. And look at the album cover, guys. It literally looks like Elvis on the album cover. Now, I think these actually are supposed to be Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck, because there's two of them in this album. But doesn't it look like Elvis? I showed you a picture of Elvis there at the top, and then the picture of this album cover, and it looks like Elvis. Not only that, guys, but there's very much symbology in this album cover, because Elvis was born with a twin. Now, his twin died at birth. His twin's name was Jesse, and he died at birth. But notice there's two of them on there that look identical. And they look like Elvis, and Elvis had a twin, but his twin died at birth. And so Jeff Beck, who died and who's supposed to be part of this album, is symbolic of the twin Jesse. Notice that it both starts with a J, Jesse and Jeff. Yeah, it's crazy, guys, that this album cover is symbolic of Elvis and his twin Jesse, and how his twin Jesse died, and now Jeff Beck, who's one of those twins on the album cover, he just died. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Now, Johnny Depp, we can't leave him out of this because he's still alive, and his full name, John Christopher Depp II, equals 322, guys. Of course it does. Absolutely laughable. And if that weren't enough, one day after Jeff Beck dies, well, the most obvious evidence that this is all about Elvis is that his daughter died. His daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, died a day after Jeff Beck on January 12th, which was yesterday, because I'm making this video on January 13th. So if all this Elvis stuff wasn't enough to think that it's all about Elvis, now his daughter dies? Now, come on. One day after Jeff Beck, and I just showed you that Jeff Beck was all about making an album that was all tied to Elvis, and Johnny Depp equals 322, like Elvis's catchphrase. And again, his daughter dying was perfect timing. And that leads me to the next death, which happened the same day as his daughter's death. And that's a guy named Robin Peter Kendall Bachman. And this is where it gets really crazy, guys. Now, this guy was known to be a drummer for the band, the Bachman Turner Overdrive Band. Okay? And he died the same day as Elvis's daughter. And I'm going to show you why. Okay? So, get this, guys. So, not only did he die the same day as Elvis's daughter, his full name equals 223. Again, guys, I just tied all this with the number 223 or 322. What are the chances that his name equals 223? Also, notice his full name equals 106, just like Elvis is known as the King of Rock and Roll equals 106. Also, notice that the King of Rock and Roll equals 218, and this guy, Robin Peter Kendall Bachman, was born on February 18th, which can be written 218. So this is all tied to Elvis, the King of Rock and Roll. And again, Elvis known for the TCB, which is the 223, and his full name equals 223. We're in the year 2023. Once again, a big ritual. And, sorry I spoiled it, guys, but guess what this Robin Peter Kendall Bachman, guess what this band, the Bachman Overdrive Band, is known for playing, guys? Guess what the name of the song is they're known for? It's Taking Care of Business. Of course it is. This was the clue that put it all together for me. Like, you guys have to see this. It's so obvious. Of course, his band He dies the same day as Elvis's daughter, and Elvis's catchphrase was taking care of business, and he's known for playing in a band what their famous song was taking care of business. I mean, just come on. Give me a break. And if that weren't enough, yes, let's tie Kanye West into it. Because today it came out that Kanye West, all of a sudden he gets married to another girl, and her name is Bianca Censori. Okay? Right? And this is important, I think, because notice in this little article it says that this guy is explaining the symbol of the TCB with the lightning bolt in Elvis. And it says Sonny West, kind of like Kanye West, was a member of the Memphis Mafia, which was Elvis Presley's former bodyguard. Okay? So we got Sonny West, who was a member of the Memphis Mafia, part of Elvis's bodyguard. And Kanye West, today, just all of a sudden gets married to a girl named Bianca Censori. Well, this matters because Bianca Censori is a direct match to Memphis Mafia. And today is 113, just like Bianca Censori equals 113 and Memphis Mafia equals 113. Also notice that the sun god equals 113. And this Sonny, get it? Sonny West. This is all about the sun, guys. The sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. Kanye West, Sonny West, part of the Memphis Mafia. The sun god equals 113, just like Memphis Mafia. Just like today is 113. And just notice that Elvis wears the sun on his jacket right next to his TCB symbol. So again, going back to the sun god. And last but not least, to show that this is all rigged together, there is a cryptocurrency, you guys might know it, known as Bitcoin. And the acronym for Bitcoin is BTC. Just a reshuffling of Elvis's TCB. And today, Bitcoin, or the last couple days, since all this Elvis stuff was going on, Bitcoin has just taken off like crazy. And today it hit 21K. And it's been like a year and a half since Bitcoin did anything like this. So again, what are the chances that it has the same acronym as what Elvis had, taking care of business, TCB, and Bitcoin's acronym is BTC, and amidst all this other Elvis stuff going on, it's just rocketing to the upside. Okay? So anyways, guys, I hope you guys understood that. It's absolutely crazy. Thanks for watching my channel as always. I will see you in the next one.